got my little countdown timer off. I am Kelly Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Lubbock, Texas. I'm so glad you've tuned in to the Create with Kelly Crew broadcast. This is on Facebook Live right now and also on YouTube Live. So you can tune in to either one of those or watch the replay on either one. And tonight we're going to go through the mini catalog that's Stampin' Up's July through December mini catalog. And we're going to go and see what items are retiring, which ones are on sale, kind of get the percentage off, all of that. So if you've got your catalog, please go get it and get a little pen or maybe a couple of different highlighter colors. If you want to go through there, this seems to be a lot easier than going through just lists. So I think that's what we'll do for tonight. Let's see here. This is going to be the last chance products, and this starts, it is so exciting, it starts tomorrow. So y'all will want to be prepared and get your wish lists ready and get everything set so that you can order early, because all of this sale, the whole thing is while supplies last. So I have a screen here that I'm trying to figure out how to change this up. I made a little change here and evidently didn't study it enough. There we go. We're all back in business. I think my wireless mic thing is unplugged and is doing weird things. So we're just going to cancel this. There we go. Okay. We'll see. Please let me know if you are watching and where you're from. Would love for you to make that in the comments. So glad you've joined. And you will have to put your name on you'll have to give me permission through Facebook and through StreamYard for me to be able to see your comments. So if y'all want to take a minute to do that, you should have received those instructions, I think, with the notification that this was going live. So we're going to, let me get this settled here. We'll switch it to just the screen with the catalog. See if I can get that centered a little better now. And y'all let me know. I don't know what to do. There's a little bit of glare, and it's either going to be dark with the light on it, or it's going to have a little glare, I'm afraid. So I apologize. Hi, Kathy Winters. Glad you are with us. Thanks a lot for joining. Appreciate you tuning in. I hope we'll have some others join in a minute. But we will. Kathy, do you have your catalog handy? Hopefully. That will help you, because we're not going to make a card tonight. I'm just going to go through the catalog. And I see that, I see Patty tuned in. I'm not sure if that's Patty Mincy or Patty Franklin. So glad you're here, Patty. It just shows Facebook user to me, so I can't quite tell. But if y'all register through the Facebook thing, I'll be able to see your name and all that. So thanks a lot again for tuning in. Hi, Rebecca. Glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. And I've got another Facebook user, and here's what I see. So I'm not sure who you are, but I'm glad you're here. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to get started here. I have my wonderful husband is assisting me tonight because I have a lot to go through. I wanted to show y'all some samples, and as we went through the catalog, excuse me. So it's a whole lot to sort and get everything going the way it needs to. So I'll give people another second to come on. Rebecca says, hi, Steve. He's quiet as a mouse over there. Okay. Well, if you have your catalog, just grab it and grab maybe some highlighters, different colors, and then you'll be able to mark, kind of like I did, what's carryover and what is staying in the catalog. And it looks like I couldn't get my camera all the way. I couldn't get my stand to hold it all the way up to show 2 pages. So I'm just going to do the best I can here. And that doesn't seem to be. See if I can get it a little bit higher and make it. Yeah, it just has the droops. I was hoping I could get it tightened up here, but sorry about that. That's just all it's going to do tonight. All right. I think we'll have to flip the pages like this. And I'm going to go through really quickly because y'all can just mark whatever you're interested in, whatever you've got on your wish list. If you want to just mark that it's retiring or what the % discount is. And if you want me to email you a PDF or Excel spreadsheet, I can do that with all the goodies. So this one is retiring, the Nourish and Flourish kit. And that one supported food scarcity. That was called Nourish and Flourish, and it has a card kit and then a little carrying case for lunch, which is wonderful. Then Paper Pumpkin hasn't changed. We're going to go to the Sweetest Christmas. And sorry, this is going to be a distraction here, but I don't know how else to do it. So the suite, all of the suites will be retiring, where this number will no longer be available at the end of this catalog. So the catalog is only good through the end of December. But tomorrow is when the sale starts, and that's when you'll want to grab everything that's on sale. In particular will be that sometimes they go really fast, like in a day or so. So I wanted to show you a couple of samples I had from this kit. This was a swap that I got on stage. And then my wonderful team member, Deborah Beckwith, made this little candy cane wishes and mistletoe kisses from this suite. Isn't that cute? This little die is in the Sweetest Christmas set. And the bundle is retiring. And also the Christmas banners is retiring. The only thing on page 9 that is carrying over is the red and green, real red and garden green ribbon combo pack. So that's where I've got C's throughout the catalog. As we turn the pages, you'll see right away where I've got retiring is R and then C is carryover, and that will be in blue. So that should help you as we go through here. I also have a couple of cards with this suite, and let's just show you these. Isn't that cute? These were from a swap. This was from Stampin' Pam's Rubber Room, Pam Gardner, from a recent swap. And then here's the Christmas greetings. This is from that suite also, from Nancy Cohen in Fort Worth. So those are the samples I have of this wonderful suite. And now we're going to move on to the next one. So everything else on the page, like I said, everything on page 9 is retiring except for the real red and garden green combo pack. Now is Sweet Candy Canes bundle, which is is retiring. The bundle is retiring. The dies are retiring, and they're 20% off. And sorry, the camera is not following there. I don't know. Rebecca, you have done a lot with this suite. I know you've done a great job. I wish I had some of your samples. That 20% there on that bundle. And then I show all the Christmas banners bundle on page 11. All of those are retiring. It doesn't like for me moving this, but that's just all I can do. Okay, now we're up to one of my favorites that I didn't get to play with nearly enough. And this one, I'm going to be doing another class, and probably my Christmas cards, or definitely some of my Christmas cards are going to be done with this suite. And this one is called Spruced Up bundle, and the Spruced Up stamp set and dies. All of those are retiring, and the dies are 40% off, which is a heck of a deal. They are very cleverly done. They have an outline is cut out, and then the inside of the tree and the gift and all are cut out. They cut at the same time, but you get separate pieces. So you can play with those however you want. And several of y'all have done classes with me, but I just wanted to make sure you saw that 40% on the dies. So normally when you buy a bundle, you get 10% off for the dies and the stamp set. But in this case, you'd want to put in, instead of putting the bundle item number in, you would want to put the item number in for the stamp set and the dies separately, because the dies are going to be 40% off. Heck of a deal. The only thing on this page that's carrying over are the envelope treat boxes, which I do not have a sample of. Sorry about that. Okay, next page. Whoops, wait, I didn't finish sorry, I didn't show you my samples. Let's go back to that. Okay, here's some we've done in classes. This has the cute little ornaments. That's one of them. Here's the inside. We also have the ornaments on this sample, and these are some of the papers that were in Celebration last time. The last go around of Celebration had the gold and silver papers. But in this fun, see, it's kind of a kinesthetic that moves. Kinesiology is the study of that. I can't remember. Kinesthetic, maybe. Okay. Y'all forgive me, let me know what that is. Okay. Then we've got also had the tree. This is one in that same spruced up dies, spruced up outlines dies. This is just the inside of the tree, and this is just on a cute little, I can't remember what those are called. I don't know, but it is found on Amazon. We don't sell the little spring deals there that pop that up, but everything else is Stampin' Up. So that's the Whimsical Wonderland dies. And this is just the black and white Celebrate Everything paper that's colored in with blends. Then we've got this cute little set. This Jolly is from another set that I'll show you shortly. But here's a great example of how the inside and the outside can be cut out of. This one was cut with green paper, Granny Apple Green and Basic White. And then I just switched and did the outline in one color and the inside in the other. And this is a cute little fun fold. And this is one of the cards that is available, I believe, on Monday night. I'll be doing a Christmas card class again with some of these. Several of y'all have already made these. This is another one of the spruced up dies that shows you the inside and outside in different colors. And it also has the embossing folder from Charming Landscapes, and then the Celebrate Everything paper in the background. How cute is that? And then here's your little stamp set with the two colors. This is Shaded Spruce and Pool Party. Cute, cute. I love this set, and I'm going to be playing with it more. All right, we are moving on. Don't forget, 40%. Those dies are going to go quickly. Okay, page 14, the Regal Reindeer. We have carryover with that stamp set. I don't have any samples of this one. The bundle itself is retiring, but the dies and the stamp set are going to be carryover, and they are not on a special sale. Then we have Mistletoe dies is the next one. On page 15, I have a sample of that card, or a card with the Mistletoe Magic Bundle. Let's see where that might be. Oh, okay. Here we are. Mistletoe Magic. Isn't that pretty? And this was a swap from Linda Tolson Yarborough. Cute, cute, with the little red scallop at the bottom and some of the real red accents. So these dies, again, these are 50% off. So that's a heck of a deal. The bundle is retiring, the stamp set and the dies, but the dies are 50% off. So you'd want to order that separately and not as a bundle if you want to grab that very quickly. All right. We are ready for page 17. And we have the Charming Landscapes. I've got a couple of those cards with the Charming Landscapes folder. These two right here. We've got the one that I just showed you with the spruced up stamp set and dies, but we've got the folder was fussy cut out. We embossed the folder, and this is one that fits in the mini embossing machine. And then this is the other. These come as a pair, the Charming Landscapes embossing folders on page 17. They're $8 for both, and they are retiring, and they're going to be 30% off. All right. Then the iridescent trim is also retiring. It's 30% off. The stars are 30% off. The Memories and More card pack is 50% off. Heck of a deal. And then the other Memories and More cards and envelopes are retiring, and the designer series paper in that pack is 40% off. So everything on that page is retiring. Okay, flip over to page 18, and I don't have any samples of these, but they are all retiring. The bundle, the dies, and the stamp set, and the dies are 20% off. So it looks like my screen froze up. Hopefully I'm still there. Our internet makes me crazy sometimes. I guess that's what this is. I don't know. Okay. Anybody, could you leave me a comment? Let me know if the screen is frozen for y'all like it is for me, if you can still hear me, or what happened. I don't see anything going on. Frozen. Okay. Let's see. Thanks for letting me know, Rebecca. I'm going to switch to, whoops, there it's back. It looks like. Okay. Hi, Janice. Glad you've tuned in. So sorry the screen's frozen. I'm assuming that's our internet. I'm not sure. But what we're doing is going through the July through December mini catalog in case you have not seen the first part to explain what we're doing. I'm just kind of letting you know everything is, some of the things are on sale 20% off, some are 40, some are 60. So up to 60% off on the retiring stuff. The sale starts tomorrow. And I'm telling you that a lot of the stuff goes fast. So like I said, I don't have any samples of those on page 18, and I don't have any samples of the ones on 19. All of that is retiring. The Joyful Flurry bundle dies, and also the adhesive back sequins and gems. I was hoping those would stay in. I've got a sample here using those, the gems. These are the Pool Party and Fresh Freesia, and I use those on this card. I'm going to be doing some of these cards for my Christmas cards too. And the screen looks frozen again. I don't know whether to keep talking with the screen frozen, if y'all can still hear me, or maybe I'm moving too much. I don't know what the deal is. Or it's weather. Maybe it's so windy you can't hear. But this is very discouraging. Anyway, those adhesive gems are retiring. Okay, Rebecca. Well, if you hear me, I'll just keep going. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Okay, we'll try to get back on track. The page 19, the Frosted Flurry dies are 60% off. And these dies are really unusual. They don't cut all the way out. All of them don't anyway. Some do, some don't. Some of them just cut where it kind of pops up and gives you a 3D effect. So, which is really pretty. We haven't really had any snowflake dies that do that. So that's great. Okay, let me try. Now that's back. Back but fuzzy. Sorry about this, folks. I don't know what's wrong with our internet making this crazy like that, but okay, we're going to switch to page 20. And I do not have any samples of this one either. This is the Sweet Gingerbread Sweet, and the bundle is retiring, the dies are retiring, and the stamp set, and the dies are 40% off. So that's something you want to make a note of. You can make a lot of cute stuff out of this. I just don't happen to have a sample of it. So 40% off of the dies. So you'd want to buy the dies and stamp set separately on that one. On page 21, I don't have any samples of this. The stamp set is retiring and the bundle is retiring, but the punch is carrying over. So the punch that makes this shape right here is carrying over into the next catalog. And so it is not reduced in price. However, the gold holly leaves that you see here, you can barely see. Let me see if I can get that a little closer. Those gold holly leaves, aren't they beautiful? They're just gorgeous. And they are 60% off. So 60% off of $7.50 and you get 30 pieces. All right. Next, turn the page to page 22. This is one of Rebecca's favorites here. Rebecca Thomas. She's one of my wonderful Create with Kelly crew members. She loves the penguins. She's done a ton of those samples with these penguins. And the Penguin Place punch is 60% off. So that's a heck of a deal. And it makes it punches out cute little things for the penguins. So the stamp set is retiring. And it had carried over from a previous catalog. Here's a cute little sample. I've got several of these. Let me tuck that in. You can see that's a bookbinding card. And this was a swap from Leslie Bumgarner. Then we have a swap. Some of these are with previous papers, but I wanted you to see the little penguin. This is from Amy O'Neill. This is from the Penguin Place stamp set and the punch. Here's another swap. Isn't that cute? Sorry about the glare from the light. Heather Bernard. See who that swap is from. Then we have, this is from a previous celebration paper, but it's the same little penguin. Skybow Creations, Vicki Sanders. And then our last one is from Marcella Morgan. Isn't that cute? So you've got penguins galore. If you're looking for a way to save on that punch, that's a great one. 60% off. Rebecca can tell you she loves that one. That is her favorite. Okay, we're going to flip over to page 23, and we don't have any samples of that, but it is a beautiful set. And the bundle is retiring, the stamp set is retiring, and the hybrid embossing folder. This is something new that Stampin' Up! Has been doing recently, where you can put the die inside of the folder and run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and it will cut out the middle portion from the outside edge, and then it also embosses it. So you can get texture and a die cut, or you can leave the die out and just get texture. So that's a beautiful one. 60% off. That's a chunk of change, peeps. If you're interested in that set, grab it quickly. They go fast. Okay, let's flip to page 24. The whole suite, Boughs of Holly. The suite number will be retiring, as all of them do. And page 25, I know Susan had this. Susan Little is one of my Create with Kelly crew people. Love having her at classes. And her daughter is a demonstrator in Utah, Christy. So it runs in the family. But the bundle is retiring. The ribbon is retiring, this natural woven ribbon, and it is 30% off. The textural elements that are shown on this page, page 25, are carrying over. So that's what's in the big blue C there. And then the designer series paper is retiring. So all of that is retiring. We're going to switch to page 26, and I do have some samples of this. This is the Jingle, Jingle, Jingle bundle, and you've already seen one of these cards, but I didn't point out which stamp set this was from. This is believe is from this stamp set, the Jingle, Jingle, Jingle stamp set, and that is embossed in craft white ink on black paper. And you can do the outline around this filled in shape or the filled in shape, or do both. So this one happens to be just the inside of the believe. Sorry, the screen is frozen up again. I don't want to hang out. I don't want this lasting forever. So I don't know if we should end this and come back, or I just go ahead and tell y'all, and it's kind of like you're missing the samples. Now it's back. Here's another sample for you. This is one we did at a class, and it's another one of those that shows you movement. And these are the gifts from the spruced up set, but the jolly, as you can tell, is filled in with the Poppy Parade, and then it is stamped, the outline stamped separately with Evening Evergreen. And that is how it is filled in, as you can see. If the computer will unfreeze again, there we go. The outline and the inside are separate. Okay, this one is retiring. It is not on sale. We're going to flip to page 27. I don't have any samples of this one, but it is the stamp set decorated with happiness is retiring, the bundle is retiring, and the dies are retiring, and they are 50% off. And they really do some nice detailed pine cone dies. If you could only see it. Sorry.
Let me get my phone and see if it's active.
Look, you can, I mean, they're saying it's frozen. You can see this is what's on the air. So we're back. And you can be right here. You're not on camera. My hubby is trying to help here, but okay, 50% off of the pine cone dies. So if you decide you want to get that bundle, you would definitely order those separately. Just do the item number for the stamp set and the item number for the dies. Okay, we're going to move to the next page, which is page 28. And we have everything on this page is retiring, and the dies are 20% off. So you would want to purchase those separately. The jingle set is retiring, Rebecca. Yes, it is. It's retiring. It's not on sale, but it is retiring. Okay, so the barn dies are 20% off. We're going to flip to page 29. And I do have several samples from this Painted Christmas set. And the designer series paper is 60% off. And it is beautiful paper. Beautiful, beautiful paper. And I'll show you some samples here of it. Also, the family and friends dies on that page are 60% off. Not dies, I'm sorry, stamp set. Family and friends and the Painted Christmas designer series paper, both of those are retiring, and they're both 60% off. Heck of a deal. I'm going to show you samples. Several of you came to my class where we did painted Christmas easel cards. If you can see this one. Just can't really, it's frozen up again. Sorry, there we go. Okay, now you can see the stamp set. This is that part of that beautiful paper. This is two of the papers from that set. Now we have black screen. All right. I think we just got knocked, that just knocked us off.
This is
Asking for you to share it.
I didn't share anything.
It popped up and said Wi-Fi to be shared. So I guess we're off the air now. Screen. Could somebody let me know if you can still hear me or not? Because it looks like we're just kicked off. Let's see if it's. See what we can do here. Okay, Janice. Sorry, we didn't realize they've changed it. When I did my update on my phone, they changed it where I couldn't put the do not disturb on. So I think that somehow knocked off this feed. I'm gonna I guess I'll remove it and add it back. Nope. Alrighty. Let's see here. May have to try to come back on. Y'all give me a second, see what I can figure out here. Okay, I think, well, now it looks like it's back on. And off. Ah! Technology, technology. Okay, let's see how this is. See if that's back or not back. Nope. Yeah, just, I guess we're going to have to make this a part 2, maybe tomorrow. And nope, now we're back. My gosh. Sorry, folks. I'm glad you're hanging in there because this is frustrating. I'm going to have to let's see. I'm going to, I can't really do that right now. Okay. Well, I think we're just going to have to continue this tomorrow. Now I can't even make anything respond to me. So your comments are covered up because I have a chat screen up that won't go away. I think my fingers are losing their touch sensitivity or something. My stuff is not working. Okay, we're going to try one other thing here. I'm going to unplug my phone and hope it doesn't uncharge. And I'm going to plug my wireless thing back in. See if that works. No. Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging in as long as you did, but we're just having too many technical difficulties here. So I can't see comments. I can't. We'll try another little. It says click to reconnect. All right, I'm not going to do that. I'll give it one more try here. This is one more of the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper that's on 60% off. Aren't these papers beautiful? This is one we did at a class recently too. And here's another one that shows you some beautiful paper with the little easel card. And it's all jumpy and there we go. We've got one more with that gorgeous paper. This is another bookbinding fold. This is 2 of the papers and the soft sea foam ribbon that's going to be going away also. Isn't that pretty? For those of you who didn't get to come to that class. Okay, there's my samples there. We're going to switch to page 30. This is the Lots of Glow suite. I'll show you that really quickly. I only have one sample of this that's on page 31. And the suite number is retiring. The only thing carrying over is the gold and silver satin edged ribbon and the festive pearls. I'm so glad that those are carrying over, but everything else is retiring. And the Designer Series paper is 60% off. So let me find my sample of this. It is, here I've got, we missed 2 of the samples from the previous set. I'll go ahead and show you those while we're looking for this set, the Lots of Glow. This is more of the peaceful Painted Christmas. And it has the wintry 3D embossing folder here. All right, now we've got the sample from page 31, the Lights Aglow. Isn't that pretty? Those were fun cards, Rebecca, from the Painted Christmas Suite. That was great. That was a fun class. And y'all got to learn a lot of new fun folds. Okay, now we're going to go to page 32. And that's the rest of that suite. Like I said, it's all retiring. The Christmas Lights bundle, and the Twinkling Lights dies. The Twinkling Lights dies are 10% off. And page 33, the bundle is retiring, but the Brightest Glow stamp set and the Labels Aglow dies are carrying over. So just the brightest lights, the one with the Christmas trees and all that, is retiring, but the labels and the greetings sets are carrying over, the ones on page 33. Okay, we're going to switch to the Christmas Scotty sample on page 34. And we have here's your cute little sample of it. Little Scotty dog, Merry Christmas. And this has some of the cottage wreath is the stamp set. I think it's something cottage gingham, I think, is the designer series paper here. We're not to that yet, but this is the cute little Scotty. And then this is using the embossing folder, the gingham embossing folder. And then they've also done some snowflake embossing with white ink. And this is from Jan McCullough, Jan's Stamping Table. All righty. So the Scotty Dog Punch is 30% off. So if you're a dog lover or you know dog lovers who would appreciate this set, this would be fun to make. You could use it not just for Christmas. This could be for any time of the year, really, except for the greetings. So you've got the woof and you're always loved that you can use year round. But the whole bundle will be retiring and the punch is 30% off. So you definitely, if you want this set, you would want to purchase the punch and the stamp set separately, not as the bundle. Okay, we're going to switch to page 35. I don't have any samples of this one. This is the Seal of Approval. It's 60% off. I know one Amy Koenders, Koenders. I've seen her do a Christmas one with this that was really cute. If y'all want to look at her stuff. And then I had the Stars treat bags. It must not be in here anymore, but those are also retiring and they can be used for Halloween or Christmas, either one. I don't see those. Okay, we're going to go to page 36. And I have one sample of this. This is a really cute one with the little brick embossing folder in the background, and then using the die cuts in the stamp set from this bundle. And this is Linda Tolson Yarborough. Isn't that pretty and Christmassy with the little wreaths in the door? This is the Window Wishes. It is retiring. The bundle's retiring. The stamp set and the dies. The dies are 20% off. And it looks like I'm frozen again. So we'll see if it comes back where we can see these. We have we're still on the page before here, it looks like. We're on the Seal of Approval one, and now we're on page 36. The Windows dies, like I said, are 20% off. So hopefully you got to see that sample before it froze. There you go. Back again, 20% off. And in case y'all didn't get to see the sample, there it is again. Isn't that pretty? If it will let us. Sorry, peeps. I haven't had this happen before, so I'm not sure. It may just be the weather. Okay. I don't know if you got to see that sample or not. We're going to go ahead and flip to the next page. And I don't have any samples of this either. 37, it is retiring, the North Pole Mischief. We also have the Snowy White Velvet sheets. Those are 60% off on the same page, 37, which you can't see, I don't think, right now, but hopefully it'll come back in a minute. But the Snowy White Velvet sheets are really pretty, and I used them on this sample that I showed you already. And I'll show you again once this sheet gets back up here. But y'all did see that that's the previous page, 36. This is 37. Okay, we're going to have, this is the Snowy Velvet sheet that's used on this card. Isn't that beautiful? And it feels like velvet. It is just gorgeous. Really, really pretty and fuzzy. So if you need something to look like snow, or it's just really pretty. Okay. So we're going to switch to page 38. And this, I have a couple of samples of the Yeti to Party. And that stamp set is 60% off. The Snow Crystal stamp set is carrying over. So Snow Crystal is the one that I used, that I just showed you with the Snowy Velvet and the other fold out. Snow Crystal is what I used in the background on this one. I just did this, and Rebecca did some of these cards yesterday. We stamped in craft white ink. We used the Snow Crystal stamp and stamped in craft white ink on white, and then used the blending brushes to do Pool Party and Fresh Freesia on that background. And I'm sorry, it's just not showing up very well, but hopefully you can check back. I did a video on this, so you can find that on the video if you'll just go to my Facebook page or YouTube page. Okay, back to the Yeti samples. That is retiring at 60% off. And here's a cute little sample, Winter Wishes with the Yeti. And this, we had the Perfect Partners dies for a while, and I believe that they're going to be on this same sale. I don't have all the information on that, but I think all of the Perfect Partner dies will be on this sale. So you'll have to check when you're filling your wish list tomorrow on that. And this is from Mary Mendoza from a swap. And then here's another Yeti one, Get Yeti to Party. And this has that same mountainscape that came from the Charming Landscapes embossing folder that I showed you earlier, where I had just fussy cut all of the snowy background out of that one. And this one is just on Whisper White, or Basic White. And this is Amy Story in Denton, Texas, who's in my upline. So those are really cute. Now we're going to flip to page 39, and I do have some samples with the Whimsical Woodland embossing folder. And that folder I have used on multiple cards. It is, I have a green one, also green with this background right here. This one has, here's the trees for sale. This is a sample of the trees for sale, and it's got the Whimsical Woodlands in the background. This was the trees for sale dies that was on celebration last time and is not available anymore. But this, I have used this Woodlands die on a lot of different items, and it is, that embossing folder's 60% off, and it will go fast. So if you don't have it, you want to get that tomorrow. It'll go fast. Here's another sample of that in a totally different color way. This is the Evening Evergreen, and I just used craft ink on the inside of the folder to do this. And I've used this as the sentiment is from Very Best Occasions. And then this is some of the Snowflake Vellum that I showed you on that fold out card that I've shown you 4 or 5 times because it's beautiful and it uses a lot of different products. And this is the iridescent trim also. I'll save that. All right. So Trees for Sale is retiring. The Whimsical Woodland embossing folder. Get it, get it, get it. 60% off. Heck of a deal. Okay, we're going to flip to page 40, and I have already shown you some samples with that same fold out. Use this, the one with the snow crystal and all the snowflake vellum. It used this greeting here. This is a beautiful greeting set, and it is carrying over, so that's a good thing. The snowflake vellum paper that I've shown you several times, this one that we used on this and a lot of other cards, the snowflake vellum is retiring, and it's going to be 20% off. I've got a couple of other samples on that. The Hope and Peace is carrying over. That stamp set's carrying over, but the snowflake the vellum is retiring. Here's a couple of other samples that we did at classes recently. Isn't that pretty? And this has the deckled edge dies, and that has the sentiment that I showed you from Very Best Occasions. But this is that snowflake vellum, and it feels soft and fuzzy just like it looks. It feels the same way as the velvet sheets do. And the Merry Christmas is from Spruced Up. Okay. Then we also have with the snowflake vellum and also the silver foil. I believe this is from the silver foil specialty pack that really two of the pieces looks purple, but I just thought this was just gorgeous. And it is embossed in silver, and then I fussy cut the snowflake from the vellum paper. I fussy cut a couple of those out. This is the quatrefoil die, but that is from the annual catalog, and the Wintry 3D embossing folder is in the mini catalog. So we're just not to that page yet. But this is just, I just felt like this was a beautiful, elegant card and faith-based. Has one of the greetings from the Hope and Peace set that I showed you that is carrying over. So I was really glad to see that. But this embossed is just beautiful. And I have done a video with this card also. So you can check that out on YouTube or on my Facebook Live, either one, Facebook page. Here's one more sample that I have that was a swap that is done with the Orchid Oasis paper that is one of the new in colors. And it has just the vellum with a white backing there. And this was from Stampin' Peace, Mary Nabe. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Paper, it almost always retires, so I'm assuming that did, but definitely the stamp set Piece to You is retiring. Now we are flipping over to the Storybook Gnomes. I have a couple of samples of those on page 42. The sweetener will be retiring. The stamp set is retiring, but the dies are going to carry over just until January. I mean, in the January catalog, and then they're retiring July 5th because we do have another stamp set in the new mini catalog that is going to have one of the gnomes on it. So they're leaving the dies in through July 5th. So the bundle is retiring. Also, the adhesive back gems that are on this page 43, they're retiring. The puff paint is retiring, and the DSP. The sparkle gems are really pretty. They come in Calypso Coral, Pale Papaya, Pacific Point, and Pool Party, and they are at 60% off. Sorry you can't see this page. Hopefully it will catch up with us. Don't know what's going on. It sure is slowing us down, I'll tell you that. Thank y'all for staying with me. Just, there we go. Now you can at least hopefully see the page. Hopefully it's not as pixelated for you as it looks for me, but nonetheless, there you go. So that's the only thing that is carrying over is the balmy blue and white ribbon. Okay, now we'll switch to page 44. And I know Rebecca loves this set too, this stamp set. And I did not have this, and I don't believe I have a sample of it either. It is, the Snowman Magic is retiring, the bundle is retiring, and the dies are retiring. So all of that's gone. Oh, I forgot to show the gnomes. Thank you. My hubby corrected me here. I forgot about these samples. Here are a couple of samples I have from the gnomes set that was I previously showed you. Cheryl Bivens did this one. And then I also have this sample. And this is from Christine Simeon. And it has a little belly band and the card opens up. But those are the two storybook gnomes that I missed earlier. Okay. So you've got page 44. All of the Snowman Magic is retiring. And then I do have a sample of this on page 45 of the all bundled up. Show you that one. Your friendship warms my heart. How sweet. This is Annie K's. We'll let the camera catch up here, or the internet, whatever it is. Here we go. Isn't that cute? And the wonderful snowflakes in the background are so pretty. Those carried over from last year, but they will be retiring also. All right. Hopefully you can see that. That is basically copied from the sample in the book. All right. We're going to switch to page 46. We have the cute little perched in a tree bundle, which I do not have, but I do have one sample of it. Series paper in the back, I believe, from the Storybook Gnomes. But this is going to be, so that's a pretty sample. This is going to be carrying over. So just the bundle, if you like this set and you're going to get it next year, then you better get it now, because it will be retiring at the end of this catalog. So at the end of December, the bundle number will retire. So your 10% savings will be gone. Both the dies and the stamp set will carry over. They just will not, when you bundle them next year, if you buy both of them, you won't save the 10% like you do before December ends. Okay. And if y'all have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'm trying to watch those while the screen freezes up. Okay, we've got Countless Trees on page 47. I have one sample of it, and it is retiring, and the stamp set is at 60% off. So this was a cute little sample that we made at Onstage at a Stamp-A-Stack that Amy Story, I mentioned her earlier, and Leslie Bumgarner, they put on a Stamp-A-Stack for demonstrators who went to Onstage in Arlington. And I wish you could see the sample, but screen's still frozen. Sorry about that. I'll try to be very, very still and see if it will catch up with us. But these stamps are reversible because they are symmetrical. So you can actually flip them over onto the back and it will print out the light, like stamp off and stamp the background, and then stamp full strength in the outline part that's on the front of the stamp. So it's kind of, you're stamping with the front and the back of the stamp to make it reversible. And that's how you get that look. And then this is from the Celebrate Everything paper, one of those papers. Cute little set. All righty. We're going to move, and that one is 60% off. So if that's your style of trees and topiaries, and it has other little trees that could be Christmas trees, cute little set, 60% off. Okay, then we're going to go to the Rustic Harvest Suite. That the suite number will be retiring, and also the bundle and the stamp set. Let's see, I'm going to have to, yes, the stamp set and the dies, everything is retiring. The only thing on this entire page 49 that is going to carry over is just the Embossing Additions Toolkit. And that is a great set with your embossing buddy, a little tray, and a couple of brushes, a brush and a tweezers, crafting tweezers that are reversible. or that are reverse tweezers. They're called crafting tweezers. All right, and I have a lot of samples with this set that we did in classes, so I'm not going to show you all of there. Yeah, there are several samples, so I'm just going to go quickly through these and show you this designer series paper from the Rustic Harvest set. These I have already done at classes. A lot of people bought the class to go kit who didn't get to come to the class, but I wanted to remind you how beautiful this set is before it retires and before the paper goes. Got several of these. All of these were offered in one of my classes, and I do have all those online. And here is a sample that my wonderful team member Tanya Cook made, and it opens up like this. It's a fun fold there. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? And this is part of the leaf fall folder that I will show you also later. This is all the Rustic Harvest bundle. Hello Harvest bundle. The Rustic Harvest is the paper. Okay, we've got another sample here of that with Rita Holmes made that one. And that die set is really beautiful. I don't know if you can see the detail in that die, but it really has a lot of texture to it that's just gorgeous. Okay, you can also do 3D items. Don't forget that when you're picking out stamp sets and dies, and you need to think beyond just making cards, because this is a cute little journal kind of a thing, a little notepad. It's an easy gift, like for a teacher's gift or a friend's gift or stocking stuffer. You can just buy a little journal at the Dollar Tree or wherever, and then really customize it and make it match with your cards. So that's a cute idea with that one. And then we also can make 3D little boxes easily out of any of our card stocks. Put a couple of Ghirardelli chocolates in there and you're all set. Or hand sanitizer, you could do just about everything with this. And this is just one of our tag punches or tag dies. You could do this with either one and then just tie it up with a ribbon. Easy peasy. But this is that Rustic Harvest designer series paper and the Hello Harvest bundle. Aren't those pretty? And that was, I think Amy Story made that one. Okay, so we're going to move on to page 50. That one we've already said, everything is retiring in the Hello Harvest bundle. The dies, the stamp set, everything is retiring. Okay, page 51, we're moving on. I don't have any samples of this one. The Gathered Wheat stamp set is retiring and it's 20% off. And the wheat dies are 60% off. So you definitely want to, if you get those, you want to get them separately. You do not want to purchase them as a bundle because you'd only save 10% there. So don't use this bundle number. Just use the individual item numbers. Okay, let's flip it to page 52. We've got Fond of Autumn. I do have a couple of samples of it. The stamp set is retiring, the bundle is retiring, and the dies are retiring, and the dies are 20% off. So I think with even 20% off, that's still going to be cheaper to buy it separately than buying the bundle at 10% off. So there you go. Let me show you those samples real quickly. This one is from Amy Story in Denton with the 2 pieces of paper from the Rustic Harvest set, and then this is the Fond of Autumn. Now we're going to move on to page 53. We have the soft seedlings. I've got the sample of it, and then I have some samples with the die on that, the embossing folder on that page called Leaf Fall. That's an embossing folder with all the pretty leaves. But I'll show you this soft seedlings first. Here's one that we did in a class that we had here. This one is done with blending brushes or sponge daubers, I can't remember, onto the cardstock, and then we put clear embossing powder over it and then wiped it off with a wet wipe, and it was beautiful. I just don't remember which way we went with that. And this is just stamped. We sponge daubered onto the stamp with a couple of different colors with that one. But isn't that pretty? And then this ribbon is one that is retiring. But you can see the detail, these soft seedlings. I know several of my Create with Kelly crew folks bought this stamp set, and I really do like it. I think it's beautiful. Okay, let me show you some more with the leaf fall. A couple more samples. That embossing folder is carrying over, so you don't have to worry about not getting that one quickly. But I used this. This was with the celebration paper that has already retired, but I wanted to show you the different looks that you can get with that leaf fall folder. Isn't that gorgeous? This was another one we did in class with, this was on watercolor paper. Then I also have it in a bright green. You can see the leaf fall folder back here. And then we used watercolor pencils on this paper from the Rustic Harvest bundle. And then here's another one that we did in a similar fashion with the amber leaves and gems that are retiring. Okay. Now, I don't have any of the painted pheasant on page 53. I don't have any samples of that, but it is also retiring. Okay, flipping over to Apple Harvest on page 54, that is carrying over. So we will move right along. Now we're to Halloween, Susan Little's favorite. This is the Best Witches set is retiring, and the designer series paper is retiring. The designer series paper is 30% off. So, and it's not really just for Halloween at all. It's just a black and white classic designs with stars and stripes and scallops and all that. So that could be used year round for a lot of things, and you can color it with blending brushes. You have the gray side, gray and black, and then you have the black and white. So lots you can do with that at 30% off. Okay, switch to page 56. And we have a sample of it. And this is Scary Cute stamp set is retiring. The bundle is retiring. The dies are retiring. And the dies are 40% off. And the dies, there's a lot of the dies are actually standalone. They are, you don't really have to have this stamp set. The only thing that the stamp set can be used for with the dies is just this little banner die. Everything else, all the rest of the dies are standalone and have wonderful bats and moons and scenes and cat, and it's just really a great set at 40% off. You just can't go wrong. Even if you don't care for the stamp set, you can do this. But here is here's something from the stamp set that has the little Scary Cute stamp set on this card that we did at one of my classes. And this is more of the Celebrate Everything Hostess paper. And we just colored that in with watercolor pencils and used a blender pen, added a little Wink of Stella, and voila, what a cute Halloween card. I'm used to saying Christmas now. Okay. Now this was a cute little card that I got from Eileen, Trick or Treat, Happy Halloween. She did using the Celebrate Everything paper. I think this is from a previous paper pumpkin, but it folds flat, fits in a regular envelope, and then pops right up with the window, the clear window used. It's a window sheet there. Isn't that cute? Eileen did that. Here's another one. I know we're almost to Christmas, so it's hard to think Halloween, but I don't want y'all to miss out on these sets if you want them. This is a Celebrate Everything Hostess paper once again. And this is the, we're going to switch pages here to the Bewitching bundle, which is retiring. The Bewitching stamp set, hat, builder punch, and the bundle. Everything is retiring. It's on page 57. So this is one of the cards we did at that class, and you've probably already seen these. I have videos of all of these also on my website and Facebook and YouTube. Here we go. Woo! Are those hats not amazing? Cute, cute, cute. And they could just be birthday party hats. They wouldn't have to be a witchy hat. So you could use those for more than just Halloween. All right, so all of those are retiring now, including the glitter washi tape. Okay, we're going to flip over to page 58, the Gingham Cottage Suite. that whole suite number is going to be retiring. And then we also have the paper is retiring, and it is 40% off. So this is a big pack of paper, people, big pack, 48 sheets. There's 4 each of 12 designs. And I do have a couple of samples with that. I don't think I have any with the dies, but I have some with the paper. And also the pearlized enamel effects basics are carrying over, and the silver threaded twine are carrying over. The cottage wreath bundle is retiring, so that your bundled savings will be gone after the end of December, but the dies and the wreaths will be staying in. They will be carrying over. Let me show you one of the samples of the cottage gingham. Let me see. Gingham cottage. I was saying it backwards. And then this is a paper that is going to be in the new catalog, the fitting florets. This paper, the one on the top, is from that new catalog, but this is from the gingham cottage and will be retiring. Also, this is a gingham cottage, so there's a big variety of sizes of the gingham and plaid and of colors. Isn't that a cute one? We did these swaps on stage also, thanks to Amy Story and Leslie Baumgartner. So again, 40% off of that gingham cottage paper that is retiring. And if you want the cottage wreath dies and stamp set, you can wait on that till the end. I mean, you can still order that through the end of December as a bundle and save 10%. Otherwise, next year it'll carry over, but not at the discount. Page 60, everything on this page is retiring. The Brightest Beauty and the Golden Beauty dies that coordinate with this are 60% off. So that's a biggie, 60% off. And you get you get the die that cuts this shape out, and you get this cute little label here, and then several other little dies that go with it that are kind of standalone dies. I don't have any samples of that one either. I don't have any samples of anything on page 61, but I did want you to see the gold shimmer ribbon is 60% off. So that is quite a savings off of when it's $8 for 10 yards. 60% of that is going to save you quite a bit. My number is too late in the day to figure the math on that, but I can send you the sheets and have it all figured out for you if you want. The stamp set, bundle, and dies are all retiring. The dies that make the little treat boxes are 30% off. So we're going to switch to page 62. This one is the Ringed with Nature. This one is carrying over. The stamp set is carrying over, and the hybrid embossing folder is carrying over. So if you want those and you want to get them as a bundle, the bundle will be retiring in December. So the 10% off is only through December, but the stamp set and hybrid embossing folder do carry over. And I don't really have a sample of that one handy. Okay, and then the page 63, the Vintage Christmas, I don't have any samples of it. It is retiring. The stamp set is retiring. It does coordinate with the vintage bottle punch that is in the annual catalog. So if you have the punch and want to grab this set, it is not on sale, but it is still available right now. So next we have the Splendid Day, as all the suite numbers are retiring, and everything in this whole suite is retiring. So it really has some beautiful paper. This is amazing foil paper at 60% off. I've got several samples of this that I'll show you, but the stamp set, the dies, the ribbon, the paper, the little cute little gems here, they're trinkets, open leaf trinkets, all of those are retiring, but the trinkets are 60% off, the open leaf trinkets. The soft sea foam seam binding ribbon is 60% off, and the Splendid Day specialty designer series paper is 60% off. So that is a heck of a deal on all those. It's a beautiful set, and I'm going to keep mine even though it's retiring. And I try not to keep a lot of stuff, but I really have enjoyed this one. I'm going to show you some samples that'll let you see how beautiful this set is. This one we did in one of my classes. This was on a celebration card background. The actual card base, that's what I was trying to think of, was celebration, but you could use any color cardstock, of course, and coordinate your plants with it. This just has some watercolored background, and then these are filled in with ink and a water painter. But isn't that pretty? And the dies are just gorgeous, and some of them are standalone like this one and this one, and then some of them cut out the actual image that you stamp. And then this cute little half circle that can be a planter or anything you want it to be. That's just lovely also. And this is some of the soft sea foam seam binding ribbon that's 60% off. So that is a heck of a deal for that set. Here's another one that we've done. This has that foil paper. It has a brick background, and then you can see the beautiful standalone dies and the same soft sea foam ribbon. Here's another one with that set. This is one that we did at our backstage event, or on stage at home. Because the demonstrators, actually, one of the perks of being a demonstrator is that we get to order early. So we could order this suite before this catalog even came out. So we had this, I think, in May, and have played with it quite a bit. Here's another gorgeous one. You can tell the different colors you can play with this suite. Anything from pinks to purples to coppers to orangey. There's just a lot of shades you can play with that look good with this foil paper and the soft sea foam ribbon. That was another one that we did, I think, at the on stage event. This is one that we did at one of my classes. This was at a techniques class, and we stamped all of these and die cut them out. And then this is using the bronze or copper embossing powder and the Hive 3D embossing folder. But isn't that a gorgeous look? And I just used the border dies, the basic border dies, to cut that out and make it look like a pot or a planter. And use the timber 3D embossing folder here. I think it's timber, something like that. But that was a gorgeous one. Got one more that was a swap, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. And this is the Fresh Freesia paper. This is Sweet Signatures. Karen Bailey did that for us as a swap. And let's go over those again real quickly. The dies are 60% off. The paper is 60% off. And the seam binding ribbon is 60% off, and the trinkets are 60% off. So heck of a deal on page 65. Go get it quickly in the morning. Okay, I do have a sample of something on page 66, the cardigan. Time for a cardigan. Isn't that cute? Ha! Clever. They do some cutesy stuff now and then. Our friendship will live forever, and it's got plants. Not everybody has a green thumb, as you know. And that one says, unlike most of the plants I've owned, is great for the inside. And then we've got a thank you, and there's several cute little images in that set. But here's the cardigan. This is one we did at the on stage that Leslie and Amy did for us. Time for a cardigan. And we just used blends on the little sweater. And then this is from the Celebrate Everything paper pack that is a hostess gift. Okay. So that one is retiring. It is not on sale, but it is retiring. I do have a sample with the page 67, the Celebrate with Tags. The stamp set is carrying over. The bundle is retiring, and the tags are retiring, and they are 40% off. And they make cute little fold-up tags. So they can be standalone also. They don't have to be used with this stamp set, but they do cut out a little circle that's stitched, and they cut out this little mitten and all of these little banners and the balloons. Excuse me, had to get some water. So the dies are 40% off. So you would want to buy that separately if you're interested in that set. Don't buy it as a bundle right now before December if you want the dies too. All right, moving right. Oops, I forgot I had a sample here. My husband's keeping me on track, which is very helpful. This is from the this is from the Daydream, Afternoon Daydream or something like that. That is the Hostess pack in the annual catalog. It's not from the Celebrate Everything, but all of these dies with the little stitching, and then this Celebrate tags. Yeah, Celebrations tag dies is what this is from. And that ribbon is cool. I don't know that I recognize that ribbon, but it's very pretty. And we did this at the swap. I mean, at the onstage Stamp-A-Stack. So it is really pretty. And that is from that page 67, Celebrate with Tags. Okay, moving right along to page 68. This stamp set we've used on several things. This was one that we used in the Painted Christmas. We used both of these sentiments for that. I've used a ton of these sentiments. It is carrying over, so I'm really glad to see that. And the Very Best Trio Punch is carrying over. So if you want both of those, you will want to get it before the end of December because the bundle itself is retiring. So the 10% off will be gone if you wait till next year to get this. But both items are carrying over, the stamp set and the punch. Here's one sample I have with that set right here with the May Your Days Be Happy, Your Heart Be Light, Your Christmas Merry, and the New Year Bright. And then this paper is from the Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper that I showed you. That was the first set, I believe. Okay, flipping to page 69, Sunkissed. I don't have any samples of that, and that is retiring. And I think that is, oh, I've got a couple more samples of, let's skip these pages so my husband can head on out of here. I've got some with the, I think the Celebrate Everything paper that is the Hostess set at the back. I wanted to show you that and then show you the samples. This is one that if your order is $150 or more, you count as the hostess. So you get host rewards. And this is one of the things you can choose with your host rewards. And it's a $30 value, but you get it for $18, which when you're a hostess, if your order is $150, you get 10% of that free. So you would get $15 of that $18 free. So you could get this 48 sheet pack that's a lot of different occasions for just $3. And you can only get it when you're a hostess. You can't just buy it outright. So that paper, let me show you a couple of things. Here's one of the, this is from the Charming Landscapes. Again, there is a mountain and a village scene. And this is all from that, with that host paper there that you see, Celebrate Everything. So that's one and that I've done at my Christmas card class. And I do have some kits of that available if anybody's interested in those. Also have this as a fun fold. We did this. I don't know that we did this in a class. We may not have. I sent this out as my thank you notes to customers and team members this last month. And I have a video of this if you want to see more details. But both of these, all these are that fall paper that is in the Celebrate Everything. And then this is one of the Celebrate tags sets in that cute little circle with the stitching. This is another piece of that paper, the Celebrate Everything paper. And then here's some more. So you can see there's a lot of variety of things that you can do with that Celebrate Everything paper. And then we also had, I have one other sample I was going to show you of that's using the Wintry 3D folder that are on page, I don't think oh, they're in the annual catalog. Okay. But this Peace on Earth, Goodwill to All, this is that is the Hope and Peace set that is carrying over that I showed you earlier. And then this is from the celebration paper previously. So we are only going to have one celebration event this year, and it's in January, February. So don't wait. Don't think that we're going to have two like we did before. It will just be the one. So we are finishing up here. You can see my mess that I piled over here. I definitely have a little rat's nest over here. So thanks again for tuning in. Thank you so much for your patience. And I appreciate my husband helping me tonight. I never would have gotten through this without him. So thank y'all for all of your attention, and hope this helped you a lot. I know it was a long one, but hopefully it helped you as far as figuring out what has a discount and all that. So if you need to rewatch or watch the replay and just speed up to the pages that you want. And again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. I would appreciate it if you would use, let's see here. There we go. There's my host code if you are interested in purchasing some of these products. And at sale price, especially, that is going on starting tomorrow, up to 60% off. We don't do that very often, like twice a year when the catalog goes live, a new catalog, or the new one is coming up and one is retiring. So grab the deals while you can, and please use my host code if your order is under $150. And you'll just put in the host code. You can see it at the bottom right there, S7MV6VZC. And I will be placing an order tomorrow with that. So if y'all are going to use that host code, if you'll use it tomorrow, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll have a new one posted on my blog. Thanks again for everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks. I really do appreciate my customers, and I'm very thankful for you and feel very blessed to have y'all in my life, and glad you're coming to classes, those of you who live here. If you haven't been to one and met some of the Create with Kelly crew members, we have a wonderful group who love paper crafting, and they love being part of a community who shares ideas and techniques and fun things together. So I look forward to seeing you at a class soon. If you have any questions, let me know. Just contact me, Kelly at createwithkelly.com, and that's Kelly with Kelley, or you can text me at 806-790-0061. Hope to hear from you soon, and please subscribe to my blog at createwithkelly.com. Thanks again for tuning in. Y'all have a great week. Fun times ahead. Bye-bye.